Self-reflection is the school of wisdom. A wise man gets more use from his enemies than a fool from his friends. Never contend with a man who has nothing to lose. The path to greatness is along with others. Put a grain of boldness into everything you do. He who puts off nothing till tomorrow has done a great deal. The truth is generally seen, rarely heard. Let the first impulse pass, wait for the second. The wise does at once what the fool does at last. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. Be first the master of yourself. Silence is the sanctuary of prudence. The sage has one advantage: he is immortal. If this is not his century, many others will be. Attempt easy tasks as if they were difficult, and difficult as if they were easy, in the one case that confidence may not fall asleep, in the other that it may not be dismayed. Never open the door to a lesser evil, for other and greater ones invariably slink in after it. When you counsel someone, you should appear to be reminding him of something he had forgotten, not of the light he was unable to see. Do not commit yourself to anybody or anything, for that is to be a slave to every man above all. Keep yourself free of commitments and obligations, they are the device of another to get you into his power. O life, you should never have begun, but since you did, you should never end. Quit while you're ahead. All the best gamblers do. To find one real friend in a lifetime is good fortune, to keep him is a blessing. Respect yourself if you would have others respect you. Don't show off every day, or you'll stop surprising people. There must always be some novelty left over. The person who displays a little more of it each day keeps up expectations, and no one ever discovers the limits of his talent. Rate the intensive above the extensive. The perfect does not lie in quantity, but in quality. One should cultivate good habits of memory, for it is capable of making existence a paradise or an inferno. There is no wilderness like a life without friends. Friendship multiplies blessings and minimizes misfortunes. It is a unique remedy against adversity, and it soothes the soul. It is better to sleep on things beforehand than lie awake about them afterwards. Don't take the wrong side of an argument just because your opponent has taken the right side. Friendship multiplies the good of life and divides the evil. One must pass through the circumference of time before arriving at the center of opportunity. Wise men appreciate all men, for they see the good in each and know how hard it is to make anything good. Never have a companion that casts you in the shade. Mix a little mystery with everything, for mystery arouses veneration. Knowing how to keep a friend is more important than gaining a new one. Do not make mistakes about character. Better be cheated in the price than in the quality of goods. It is a great piece of skill to know how to guide your luck even while waiting for it. Dreams will get you nowhere, a good kick in the pants will take you a long way. Attain and maintain a reputation, for it is the usufruct of fame. A stiff climb, for it is the issue of excellence, as rare as mediocrity is common. Never risk your reputation on a single shot, for if you miss the loss is irreparable. Possession hinders enjoyment. It merely gives you the right to keep things for or from others, and thus you gain more enemies than friends. Little said is soon amended. There is always time to add a word, never to withdraw one. Share weight and woe, for misfortune falls with double force on him that stands alone. The crutch of time accomplishes more than the club of Hercules. The wise have a solid sense of silence and the ability to keep a storehouse of secrets. Their capacity and character are respected. A man of honor should never forget what he is because he sees what others are. He that communicates his secret to another makes himself that other's slave. Man is born a barbarian, and only raises himself above the beast by culture. Treat your enemies with courtesy, and you'll see how valuable it really is. It costs little but pays a nice dividend. Those who honor are honored. Politeness and a sense of honor have this advantage: we bestow them on others without losing a thing. Nature scarcely ever gives us the very best, for that we must have recourse to art. You should aim to be independent of any one vote, of any one fashion, of any one century. He who finds fortune on his side should go briskly ahead, for she is wont to favor the bold. Advice is sometimes transmitted more successfully through a joke than grave teaching. For a thing to remain undone, nothing more is needed than to think of it done. Do not be held a cheat, even though it is impossible to live today without being one. Let your greatest cunning lie in covering up what looks like cunning. There are rules to luck. Not everything is chance for the wise. Luck can be helped by skill. Great ability develops and reveals itself increasingly with every new assignment. We have more days to live through than pleasures. Be slow in enjoyment, quick at work, for men see work ended with pleasure, pleasure ended with regret. There are certain inessential activities, moths of precious time, and it is worse to busy yourself with the trivial than to do nothing. Excellence resides in quality, not in quantity. The best is always few and rare, much lowers value. Let him that hath no power of patience retire within himself, though even there he will have to put up with himself. Exaggeration is a prodigality of the judgment which shows the narrowness of one's knowledge or one's taste. When you find fortune favorable, stride boldly forward, for she favors the bold, and being a woman, the young. It is a novel kind of supremacy, the best that life can offer, to have as servants by skill those who by nature are our masters. Everything foreign is respected, partly because it comes from afar, partly because it is ready-made and perfect. Politeness and a sense of honor have this advantage: we bestow them on others without losing a thing. There is no revenge like oblivion, for it is the entombment of the unworthy in the dust of their own nothingness. Which quotation do you like the most? Don't forget to subscribe.